Today's contemplation of the week is about questioning the role of the world around us and how much it impacts the way that we are and the way that we choose to be. When I first started learning psychology in my first year, a lot of what the first semester was about the debate between environment versus heredity, nurture versus nature. And in that debate, you really come to understand the crux of how much the world around you really shapes you, and you end up doing things, you end up becoming a person who is guided by the people, the places, the environments, the geography, the history, all of it. Your emotions, your aspirations are all defined in some or the other way because of the world around you. And so today's question is, if the world was blind, who would you impress? A lot of the times what we do is we build ourselves around the construct of being perceived. Our mannerisms, our appearances, all of these are shaped in a way so that we can be perceived by people, can be appreciated by people, and that's throughout childhood, right? But in some way or form, at some point, it turns into doing things for the sake of validation, and it makes us question whether we do things because we want to do them, because we genuinely like doing them, or because people validate them. Like choosing a stream for our education, wanting to go down that path in the first place, wanting to do a 9 to 5 in the first place, being the breadwinner of the family. A lot of the roles that we fulfill within the society, within our families, is it because that's who we are, or is it because that's what we think people will appreciate us, people will accept us for? And it isn't even just about the bigger things like having a job or having a house, a car, or anything like that. It's within the smaller things, like wearing something that's more covering to go outside because people will perceive you as modest, or using certain words and not using certain other words within your vocabulary because people don't appreciate it, or because people will think you're more cooler or more sophisticated. Going to different places, involving yourself in different things. And it's not that all of these things are bad per se, like it's not completely bad to want to be accepted by the people. We are social human beings, we are social creatures, so that's there. But it's nice to question if the life that we're living right now, the life that we're choosing to live for the rest of our lives, is it designed to cater to our wishes, to our wants, to our likes and dislikes, or just to be perceived by people, just to be validated by them, just to be looked at by them? And that's a huge thing in our day and time because of social media. And in my head, that is like an overused kind of a topic that people talk about, but also it is very valid. Like, think about it. Just today I posted 2 more posts on my story because one of my friends replied really nicely to one of my previous posts, and I was like, that's incentive. I want to post more. I like the validation. And it's not that I didn't know I was beautiful, I didn't know that post was really cute before she said it, but when she said it, it helped. It made me feel better about myself. And in no way is that bad, but just to post so that you get validation from others or compliments from others, it really comes down to whether you actually wanted to post anyway, or whether their importance, whether their compliment is more important than what you wanted to do, or how much way does other people's opinions have in the way that you behave in day-to-day life? People would want to, create bucket lists in their life based on what other people are doing in their life. And that's not bad, but it's from a place of, did we want to do that in the first place? Are we in some way forcing ourselves to be stuck in a box, to be perceived well, to be accepted well? And that's where I come back to the original question of, if the world was blind, who would you impress? If everybody is minding their own businesses, if everybody cannot see who you are, and you have the complete freedom to be whatever, to do whatever, would you still do what you're doing? Would I still be interested in the books that I'm reading, the content that I'm consuming, with the education that I'm learning, with the places that I'm going, with the people I'm trying to talk to, with the aspirations and dreams that I'm trying to build? If the world was truly blind and couldn't see who I am or what I like or who I like to be, would I still be me? And this is like a good exercise, in my opinion, to really meet yourself. And of course, meeting yourself can be done in a lot of different ways. Today I'm here at a cafe close to my PG and just on a solo date, taking in the breeze, which is not very much right now, but it was while I was walking till here, listening to the traffic around me, listening to music, looking at people, and just taking in the greenery. And that again says that the world around us is a reflection of who we are, because it's our perception that shapes the world around us. And that's again a different topic that we can talk about how we create the world around us by the way that we perceive it, by what's going on internally. If you're angry, everything around you feels frustrating and chaotic. If you're calm and peaceful inside, everything looks so beautiful and magnetic and ethereal, and that's just your perception. If you are insecure deep down, everything you look at will feel like grass is greener on the other side. And that's something that I would love to talk about in a different video. But for this video, let's talk about who we are when we are not trying to please the world, when we're not trying to keep appearances, but when we're not trying to shape ourselves to fit in to the world around us. Because I truly believe that there are parts of this world that I do not like, that I do not at all think is cute or admirable or adorable or anything like that. It's very annoying sometimes, and there's some concepts or some realities that I do not want to accept into my life, because why should I? I don't like it, I don't want to subscribe to it. And so where I came from that is that you can't always, if you can't fit yourself into the world around you, you got to create a world for yourself around you. I don't know, I always thought as a child that I was always picked up on, I was bullied a bit, and that people were dishonest, and that's how people were. They will only appreciate you if you're beautiful, if you're slim, if you're sporty and agile, if you're into Marvel. And I'm not saying that because I don't like Marvel, I just never got the interest, so my bad. But no hate to Marvel people. I love Tom Holland and Zendaya. Love to get into the Marvel universe later on. But I was saying that the world around me, the people around me treated me like shit because they themselves were insecure and they thought it was okay to bully people. And I didn't like that, right? So I took it upon myself to be the kindest person ever so that other people didn't feel that way. And that's what I'm literally talking about. Like, if you don't like the world that's around you, you create a world that's better. There's no other way to live a better life. You cannot expect everybody else to change. It's you who has to change. It's you who has to create the change. It's you who has to be brave enough to choose yourself, to choose what you like, to give yourself the power to say that yes, if I like something, if I want something, then it deserves to be available, that it deserves to exist. And that kind of self-concept and that kind of like power again is a huge, like, another topic that I would love to talk about. This is a lot that I would love to talk about. I'm a very talkative person. You would have known by now. Anyway, so it's like not everybody can fall according in line with who you are or what you're trying to do or what you like or don't like, and to accept and to expect that is also not right at times. And that again shouldn't that also apply to you? If you don't want to subscribe to something, if you don't want to fall into line or shape yourself in a way to, present nice or present acceptable to other people, what if you just wanted to be a way that other people didn't really understand? A lot of people don't understand different things about what I like, what I think about, what I contemplate about. Like, I'm a very philosophical person, at the same time I'm a very goofy person. And like, I've been like this for a long time. So like, I was one of those kids who would think very deep, and people would be like, you're mature for your age, like why are you thinking about all these things, like life, existence, this and that. But I like that. I genuinely really enjoyed talking philosophical things, finding deeper meaning in different things. I'm a very hypersensitive kind of a person, and I love romanticizing life. And when I meet people who are also like that, I find a sense of healing through meeting those people, because I see them and I'm able to honor who they are, and in a way it's like me honoring my childhood self, who other people neglected or looked down upon or something like that. And so it just says that you don't have to change yourself for the world. If you are a hypersensitive person, or if you're a person who has a different perspective, you should honor that. You shouldn't think, oh, what will people think of me, or what will people say if I do this, what will people say if I do that. I'm in a crowded cafe right now, people are staring at me, but I'm still making this video because I want to. I'm doing something that I genuinely enjoy and love, and that's enough for me. And it's not easy, I get that, been there, done that, yes, but there should be a start. At least, there should be a point where you're able to confront yourself and actually convince yourself that your voice deserves hearing, even if not from other people. But you are allowed to speak. You're allowed to make yourself visible. Let them not see it. It's okay, but you're allowed to be visible. Like, light isn't waiting for people to look at it. People open their eyes and then perceive it. It's not up to the light to make them see it, right? It just exists. To never even step outside of our comfort zones, to never even try to do what we want to do or what we really enjoy, to never try to be who we want to be, is like saying that part of me doesn't deserve existing. Just because people will not perceive it well. It is absurd, right? The way that I said it, it sounds really absurd. Exactly. I think we should finally put a stop to all the false appearances, or at least try to. Like, we should start somewhere, not try to appear likable to everybody. Let people hate you for some reason. Like, let them have their own beef going on with you. Who cares? Let them think you're obsessed with yourself or narcissistic. most times peace in life comes from choosing yourself and not caring about what the hell people are thinking about, from doing things that make you happy. Like, I always like, there's a lot that you can do in life when you stop trying to fit a role, when you stop trying to shape yourself in a way that other people will like stop wanting to have the same jewelry that other people are wearing because it's trendy. Stop like thinking, oh, they're reading this book, must be really cool, even though I don't think the plot is nice, but I'm gonna read it so that I can talk to them about it, so that we have like a common. No, be your own person, man. Why are you so afraid of being yourself? I feel like we should be unapologetically ourselves, even if people think that that's dumb or bad. As long as we're authentic, I don't see the problem. I generally don't. Like, there are a lot of diversity within the way that the people exist around us, the way that human beings are, for a reason. We might not understand that reason as of yet, but deep down we all know that people are different. And we don't have to force this commonality. I don't know why everybody is trying to be the same person. Maybe we're all desperately alone, but I think that aloneness, that disconnect, comes from the fact that we're not there for ourselves. But it's time to be there for ourselves. Like, when you're truly there for yourselves, that's when you stop feeling so alone, and that's where you find this zest in life. I know that's really like cringe and extremely like cliched, but it's the truth. Sometimes you just have to spend time alone with yourself. I could literally be doing so many things, like speaking to different people, things, and there was a time where I didn't have all these people that I genuinely loved, that loved me, the people that I choose because they are on my frequency. There was a time I didn't have those people. Now I do. But that, and I do love spending time with them, and I do spend time with them when I have to, but that doesn't mean that I make them my entire life, right? That I forget to spend time with myself. It's because spending time with myself has its own value. Like, I'm my first best friend. I've always been. And I love spending time with myself because I genuinely enjoy my company. And a lot of people cannot say that. And that's because they never spend time to understand who they are in the first place. How will you be friends with yourself if you don't spend time with yourself, man? Seriously. Like, everybody's like, oh, that person on Instagram, I saw their account, they seemed like such an interesting person, I would love to be friends with them. Have you ever tried to be friends with yourself? You should try that. If you cannot say that, I feel like you're definitely losing out in life, because some of the best time spent within your life is with yourself, like the one I'm spending right now. And yes, it might be also like uncomfortable to do this, but there's a certain charm to it. And once you start doing it again and again and again, you sort of start enjoying it more. And with that, the coffee is finally finished. It was a cappuccino. I'm not a coffee person, let me be honest, but I desperately need something hot, and that was the only thing that I thought at this moment was appealing. So it was good. And I'm also sick, so I needed something hot, so it was good. There's a lot of things that I said that I didn't write on this napkin. But maybe I'll just say these questions out loud for you to contemplate and then comment down below. So the first one was obviously that we talked about is, if the world was blind, who would you impress? Now you tell me what you think about it. Tell me about what you think about false appearances. Tell me about what you think about inner beauty. Tell me about what you think about whether we do things because we want to do them or because people validate them. Tell me what you think about how far can we explore and how far can we settle. Like, what is the distinction, or what is the threshold, or what is the perfect tipping point where we're in harmony within wanting to grow and expand and explore this world and ourselves, and at the same time settling within following trends, finding common grounds within people, and still enjoying people and their company because we are social beings. So where is that middle ground, per se. Tell me about that. And finally, where would we be if we had no boxes to fill? I'll tell you mine. I'll be right here, talking to a camera or reading a book or enjoying nature within a cafe on a random day that I unexpectedly got a holiday on. Drinking something that I just spontaneously thought would taste good. You tell me, where would you be if you had no boxes to fill? With that, I leave you. Bye.